monolith is bad. Microservices is a solution for everything, right? Starting development of software applications, we have an idea, sometimes even proof of concept. This POC confirms that the idea is implementable. The next stage is to provide a prototype, or sometimes MVP, minimal viable product, something that we can launch as a first release for our users. Our domain might be simple, sometimes it is complex. Depending on your particular case, it might include subdomains. So the time is running, the application is growing. Probably we realize that the application is too big to support by one team, so we have two options. First of all, of course, we can increase team size, but the second option is decomposition, so we can take a few parts of our application and just decompose it. Finally, after some time, when we understood that the application is too big, we have to do something, and we introduce a few more teams which will take this big monolith and just decompose it. A lot of small pieces have to communicate, so the decomposition introduces a lot of new problems which have their roots in CAP theorem, which states in distributed data store we can guarantee only two of three things: consistency, availability, partition tolerance. Previously, all these pieces communicated in one single transactional context, but now we have to solve a lot of interesting challenges in their synchronous and asynchronous communications. Another pain point is unification. You need to have similar CI/CD pipelines, have to use similar languages, because different ones introduce even more complexity and your cost of development becomes even higher. So, working on all of that, you have to prepare a lot of things to reuse. Management of all these components doesn't become simpler as well, because you need to think how to administrate, how to observe, how to receive alerts, even how to audit all these components. Cross-service data migrations are not available anymore, because previously you had an opportunity, but now it is a few databases. If you follow the main pattern, a database per service. So to implement some big changes in your global data model, you need to prepare carefully and plan all these changes together with all these teams. Orchestration of your business process is another challenge, because it might be not absolutely clear what is the best way to have a single entry point, a single point of orchestration, or implement it choreographically. Also, it introduces a new area for bad practices and anti-patterns applying, because a few teams might decide to integrate via database. If you compare it with monolith, actually life becomes much more complex. Instead of a clumsy monolith, you get a lot of headache with all these things. Of course, details will depend on your particular case, but I would recommend to do the following. If you need to introduce a new application for your users, just start from Dockerized modular monolith. It helps you to prepare everything as your infrastructure and deploy in a similar way. By the first release, start your MVP with Docker Compose. Remember, MVP might still fall, and your spendings for Kubernetes might not be cost efficient. Create one incubator service. It is a place where you can collect all your domains together. It is your playground where you can clarify all your boundaries around every single domain, and understanding all these things, you can separate your microservices in pretty safe way, because refactoring of these connections is much simpler than these ones, because here you have HTTP interface or doesn't matter, but in general you will simplify your life, and when it is absolutely clear, you can destructure it. Of course, you can apply all your practices, like API gateway, service discovery, configuration server, so all these things might be applied even at the beginning stage. And of course, do not hurry with microservices. At least at the beginning, stability comes with time, and follow probably the best architectural principle. Delay design decisions until they are absolutely necessary. It will help you to simplify the story and to introduce only those changes which are absolutely critical and really needed for this particular moment of time. So that's it for today. In the next videos we will discuss with you all these challenges. But for now, click subscribe button, thumbs up, and if you don't want to miss anything, the bell button is yours. Also, I am working on online course, Practical Evolution for Cloud Native Applications. If you are interested, find the link in the description. It was your Dev Tower. Explore your boundaries. See you in the next one.